Hey there everyone, Keksi Weksi professional shitbag here, back with another video on What's in an OP, woo! Where today we're analyzing the hidden intricacies behind the lollies within Prisma Illya. Prisma Illya, or Fate Kali Binder Prisma Illya 2-Way Hertz if you want to be accurate, is a subtly brilliant exploration of adolescent angst with a supernatural hook that plays double duty as both a broad metaphor of the series' central message and a precise tool for focused character exploration. And no, I have no idea what I just said. Given how clever and detailed the writing and world building of the anime itself is, it should come as no surprise that its OP manages to pack in a ton of little details, Easter eggs, and bits of foreshadowing as well. The opening kicks off with a somber yet hopeful tone. We're greeted to a depiction of the galaxy as two Miyus begin falling towards one another. We can take a lot away from this one scene alone, as it capitalizes on the internal conflict that Miyu undergoes, as one side represents her tragic past, with the other side symbolizing her newly found outlook on life after meeting friends like Illya and Chloe. You can also interpret this as Miyu's Mahou Shoujo and human sides colliding together. She better recognizes these two aspects of her life to begin developing an actual personality. As the camera pans farther away, it becomes clearly apparent to the viewer that her two sides have bonded into one as she begins to better understand herself thanks to everyone around her, which portrayed by the galaxy as it strings together both sides of her. However, before she can be fully strung back together, the frame is suddenly whisked away by a fog which rapidly transitions between images of Illya and obscure imagery that ultimately leads into the anime's title on full display. All of the girls are then staged in the forefront, walking across what appears to be a boardwalk with some absolutely stunning background art and fantastically drawn clouds. The scope of the scene provokes a sense of freedom with a widely expansive ocean, which is only further seasoned by these lovable anime girls walking alongside it. There is a lot more going on in this scene than one may be seen at first glance, as the framing first displays the friends talking amongst one another, with the monkey girl, sorry I can't remember her name at the top of my head, dancing on the railing as the rest of her friends attempt to catch her. What's interesting about this scene is no matter who you look at, your attention will inevitably gravitate towards the monkey girl. For example, if you look at Illya, her conversation with Chloe and Miyu will suddenly be interrupted as the friend in front of her points ahead in an attempt to guide everyone's attention towards the catastrophe she's witnessing. It's the small intricacies like this that really encapsulate the superb directing found within the series as a whole for me. The four friends playfully run ahead, leaving the three main girls behind, which can signify the separation that they feel from the rest of the friend group due to living a double life as Mahou Shoujo. The frame swiftly cuts to another perspective as Illya and Chloe run ahead to follow everyone else, but Miyu stops dead in her tracks as her past trauma creeps back into the forefront of her mind, where we can only assume that she doesn't feel deserving of the friends she has around her. Illya and Chloe then turn back in concern as Miyu's trauma is visualized by flashbacks that I won't dive too deep into because of spoiler reasons, as the plot's relevancy is extremely dictative towards your enjoyment of this series. This is then followed by some impeccably timed water droplets, which flow with the music perfectly. Like, guys, I need you to hear this. Okay, let's just listen to that one more time. Throughout the entire opening, in fact, there are many occasions where the opening matches to the beat of the song flawlessly, and I'm really glad they're doing one of Fauna's best songs justice here. With the music enveloping a more lighthearted and freeing tone, we witness a change of heart in Miyu where she catches up to her friend as we pan towards the blue and freeing sky, which brilliantly contrasts against her dim, imprisoning flashbacks. This is only further exhibited by the next shot, which portrays a fade-in of all the friends Miyu has made along the way, complemented by a warm color palette and art style commonly associated with fond memories in a reminiscent tone. We then zoom back into the cast as their silhouettes take the shape of a galaxy, similar to what we saw at the start of the opening. Remember that foreshadowing I was talking about? This is immediately followed by our main heroines gearing up for a fight, where for a split second we can actually see Miyu's reflection in Illya's big old eyes as she runs into action to fight against the dark and foreboding mist. We're then welcomed by some impressively well-animated CG camera work, and as Illya flies towards the sky, we can see the same image of Miyu that was presented to us at the very beginning of the opening. However, in this case, the galaxy that we were initially greeted to has come back into the forefront, with Illya on the other end reaching her hand out to save her. A spectacle of bright and vivid shiny colors then spiral around them as they come into a resolution in one single overpowering light in the night sky. Prisma Illya's opening is playful, inventive, and carefully crafted to convey the pangs of adolescence in a novel and authentic way. In other words, it's the perfect companion to the anime itself. Now don't get me wrong guys, this isn't the best opening of the last year or even the last 10 years. This is the best opening of all time, and if you disagree with me, well then, you're wrong. Professional shitbag, signing out.